little bit of test here. Can everybody see me all right? Press 1 in the chat if you do. Hey, Eugene42181, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no problem, man. I've been pretty excited about this kit myself. So you've already assembled it. So I don't know what's happening. It seems like YouTube's having some issue on the whole live feed. Can you guys see me all right? All good to go? All right. Cool. If you guys have any problem with the stream, let me know. Let me know in the chat because I can now see you guys at the right side of the screen. There you go. So it just came back on. How does it look? Can you guys see everything crystal clear? You see my hands? Video output is low. Come on. Oh my god, really? You saw my hand in 1 frame per second? Let me try something real quick. I apologize, guys. Don't know why that's happening. Are you guys still seeing this in 1 frame per second? It's been refreshing. Is it better? A million times better. Alright, that's great. That is good. Alright. Sorry for the hiccup, guys. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I changed my setup. And probably that's like this outputting like a massive could have a massive deal. Cool. I think we're good on a roll. Thank you guys for your patience. Let's start again. So for those who are just joining in or have been joining with me, my name is EA Spuds. You're welcome to the YouTube channel of Plamo Build Report. What I do typically in this channel is I review build kits live, and my kind of broad of like the overall plastic model is just almost everything that is either available to you right now and everything else. So first I started out with Gundam models, but today I've been doing like non-Gundam models such as Toy Story, and today I'll be doing Mega Man X, which this just came out, I believe, like 2 weeks ago in Japan. I managed to get my hands on this kit when it released. Pre-ordered this like 5 months ago to be exact. So it's finally here, and I've did an unboxing of this, and there's not a lot of runners that I've expected it to be, but this box is massive. As you can see, it doesn't even fit the screen, and if I just tilt it a little bit, actually I won't do that because I've already cut the parts out. If you see right here, the box itself is as big as an MG kit. So first, it better be good. I believe it should be good. So let us open up. Basically, I've already cut the parts out. Learning from my last live stream, I didn't cut the parts out, but this time I did. So it shouldn't take more than an hour and a half. That's my goal anyways. So feel free to let's explore together of like what this kit offers. I'm gonna start doing it from top to bottom. So with the heads, yeah, you can see that's not a lot of parts. They're just very small parts, but some of them are massive. So just to show you one example, this clear part is almost as big as my hand. That's how you know that it's big, right? So, let's see, I'll put the box on the side for now. Actually, right next to here is fine. Alright, so we're gonna start with the heads. Don't be like me and snap the body section of X. When it doesn't snap, it does fall apart. Ooh, really? I'll keep that in mind when I start with the body. We're gonna start with the head because that's essentially the first thing that you will want to see. Just giving you like kind of a preview what this kit includes. you're gonna see there's gonna be 3 different face parts for X. Now, it looks weird without the helmet on, but I'm pretty sure it'll look a lot better. But in the comments, which face should I put down? Just to give you a very close up. We have one that's looking at the front, just with his mouth closed. We have one looking at his left. He's grinning. One on the right where he's shouting something. I don't know, maybe like X-Buster. So yeah, let me guys know which one you guys want first, but let's start with the head. So yeah, Mega Man X. Who would have thought they would make a model kit after this? Technically, this is not their first Mega Man kit that they've built, that Kotobukiya did. They actually did, like, I think 3 model kits regarding Mega Man. Not X, but just the classic series itself. For most of you guys know, there was the classic Mega Man, then there was Proto Man, and there was Roll. Oh, and there's one more, which was Mega Man Zero. So those are the four Mega Mans kits that have created, and we're looking at the 5th one, which is going to be X. And already there's been announcements that they'll be making the max armor and then the golden max armor. And they also have a limited edition kit for this particular model, which they called it, I think it was called Crystal X or Charged Up, which they basically they coat the whole blue to make it a little shinier. Is this similar to Bionicles? I mean, depends on how you look at it. Bionicles are more joints, so they could freely, you could freely put a lot of stuff in between. But this one, unfortunately, it doesn't give you that freedom. But yeah, in terms of just building it, yeah, it could be similar to Bionicles. So these are so detailed that some of them may be small, so be careful when you're putting these together. So here's the back of the head. You see the color separation is great because of how this part's been constructed. You can see I put the red clear part to make it that. Can't wait for the max armor. I need to pre-order the hyper chip one. Yeah. The hyper armor looks great. So I believe this particular X design is more canon to the PlayStation era, which is going to be X4, X5, and X6. All of them are a great game. My particular favorite was the PlayStation era because that's the era that I most played, the X series just in general. Because back then, I did have a Super Nintendo, but I didn't get all of the games. Part of the reason is because I was in Korea where they don't sell Super Nintendo games that much. Ooh. Yes, this is the first Mega Man model kit that I have. I didn't get a chance to get the other classic ones that they put out because by the time that I realized what this kit existed, they weren't selling it here in the US, or even on Amazon or eBay, they were selling it for a hefty price. I know in Japan they start releasing these, but never had a chance to go back to Japan. Maybe sometime in the future. So already the X silhouette is coming through. This is pretty dope. I'm pretty excited about this. Wow, so far these color separations are very nice. What's this one right here? Maybe I should put the clear parts first. I wish I had tweezers when I was assembling my model kits. Yeah, are these that small? Yeah, I mean, they do look a little bit small. So Mega Man X was my first introduction to the Mega Man series. I know a lot of gamers that I know, they say their first was like either Mega Man 2 on the NES or Mega Man 6. For me, it was Mega Man X because I didn't have an NES back then. Ooh. So the angry face, if you look at the mouth, this one's a clear part. That's actually pretty cool. Ooh, Daddy Gabriel. Your first Mega Man was Mega Man 0? That's a hard game. Alright, we got the head part. Whoa, look at that. The color separation's awesome. So far we had a good start. So I chose the angry face because it had a clear part, and come on, Mega Man always needs to be angry. He's been through a lot of stuff. Head here. All right, let's do the body. Surprisingly, not a lot of parts for the body, but I believe it's because of the frame. So this kit, despite Mega Man being, I guess, like a little less complex than an actual Gundam model, it has an inner frame, or more like a skeleton structure. Yes, Eugene, it is a shouting expression. It's shouting something. What is it shouting? I have no clue. Oof. Alright, so we're gonna first start with the joints. Whoa, this is tight. So the part that I'm working on right now, yeah, you see this part right here? This thing is, I don't know what it is, but it's harder to insert it in. So careful when you guys do this, because you know this will prone for being too tight, so you might break your kit. Thanks, Eugene. Hope your build session was good with this guy. Alright. We're already showing some... That was the section you're having a oh, okay. Alright. So... we're going to do a little quick fix here. So, when you guys have issues of what you just saw right now, what I usually do... You want to check the manual? Right here. This is the section that I was putting together. This whole joint here is fitting into this section. Yeah, the manual, I like how the manual's set up. It's like a booklet. Kind of a step up in the right direction than what Bandai is doing. Alright, so... one thing... Oh. Alright. I may be an idiot. I think I was putting the wrong part. It's going in smoothly now. And that's because I put it in the wrong section. Problem solved, problem solved. So it looks like it won't go in all the way, looking how that's constructed. No, it does. Oh. I'm contradicting myself. There we go. So now... you're going to put this way. Then there are some sections where you want to put it, okay, like that. One thing when you guys are dealing with like joints like this, try rotating it around so that it goes through. What I'm allowing to do is for that part to stick in, so I'm kind of like just forcing it in, but not this way because it's very hard. It's making your finger hurt? Yeah, you felt the pain before I did, so if I just made your hand hurt, sorry about that. So yeah, so one thing about these joints, you just gently just rotate it so that you won't have any problems breaking them when you put it together. So camera, just autofocus, yeah. So just rotate it one little by little. And eventually, what I'll do is I'll just loosen up. Then once you feel like it's been loosened up, you just jam it in. This does not go in, so I'm just gonna just jam my whole weight in there. Let's see if it works. There we go. Alright, we get the front part done. Then we put the ball joints in the bottom. And make sure you put, when you do that, just make sure you rotate it one by one. That's kind of the number one thing when you're dealing with these models. Since these are kind of a special plastic, you always have to kind of loosen them up a bit. If you have a small flathead screwdriver, that will help too. Yep, exactly. One of the other things I could do if it does not go in, you could shave a little bit of it so that it fits in. So there we go. So this is the body frame. I think that's where they connect the arms and the torso and the body part. The next thing they want me to do is build the actual lower torso. This was easy enough. Just slide those here. That's in the bottom. It's fitting this way. This top portion, universal. Cool. Then this part there. Make sure I just move it around for a bit to loosen it up. Just like so. And then put this other neck part. Yeah, it feels a little tight, so I'm gonna have to be very careful when moving this around, but at least it's not too tight. I know there's some models nowadays, they're pretty tight when it comes to joints, and they have a prone to break. So be very careful when you are dealing with parts like these. All right, now let's go for the chest. Is this the right part? No, this is right. Yeah, you could definitely tell this is the later X, because the chest part is a mixture of blue and purple. And if you guys know your Mega Man knowledge, the purple one is usually Alright, so I made a mistake. These two are supposed to be behind it, so luckily I could probably take these off. Ooh, always make sure you read the instructions. Don't be like me. Just carefully pop this out. Let's do it for the other one as well. And when you guys are popping it out, you could either push the hole or just use a flat screwdriver, but you know, once you rotated them, it'll be a lot easier to put it back in. So I just did that. Hang on, something isn't right. Put it on backwards. So it's right here. There we go. Cool. All right, let's put these back together. I just made the same mistake again. Oh boy. Hey, Daddy Gabriel. Thank you for hanging out with me. No problem, man. I love showing off people new new technology, new model kits, especially if it comes to Mega Man X. One of my favorite franchise of all time. A lot of rumors have been going around that they're making the 9th game, but right now I think they have a mobile game called Rockman X Dive. So if you guys are interested, check that out. Right now I believe it's in their beta testing stage. Alright, so I'm gonna do the back part. So okay, so I'm not the only one who suffered this. Good, good, good. There's some parts that I feel loose. All right, you got this back part. Now let's connect the backs together. Alright, that fits a lot better. No wonder it wasn't fitting anywhere. So that's what the inside looked like. I like how they did the joints from there. And voila. Here's the body. Is there going to be a review on it? Yeah, I would love to review this in depth. Guys, this is already looking good. Look at that. We've only done the head and the whole body. It looks great. I can already see the amount of articulation is going to go through. Shoulders popping up. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. Let's continue on with the lower body. I don't know where it is. There we go. Dude, Eugene, it looks awesome. This is probably a very, I guess, paint-friendly kit because already the color separations are great. And I don't think you need to additionally paint any of the other parts unless you want to be fancy about it. But no, this looks cool just by itself. All right, the next part, I have to decide where the smiley mark is. So here's to show you. Here's the lower torso. Very simple. It only has a few parts with Mega Man Speedos. All right, so make sure you have this part in a V, and it will go down. Am I gonna get the max armor? Maybe if I have enough money to go through. I know that I think it's gonna come out eventually soon. Well, maybe next year or so. I think that was part of the plan because they announced it in Japan already that it's gonna come out. I might have to look into it a little bit further. But if you guys are interested, let me know. I might want to take a look at that eventually. Alright, so the end of December? Yeah, that's kind of like what they said. Let's go. Man, but there's a lot of kits that I'm looking forward to, and I've already ordered all of them. So here is the lower part, the Speedo. Hey, Line Sky, what's up? How's it going? The Hyperchip one is set for January, which makes sense. That's usually how a limited edition or special version of that kit usually would go for. That timing. This is a pretty tight fit. Ooh, there we go. All right, we've got the lower part done. Very nice. Yep, I know who you are. Hey, thanks for stopping by. How's everything going with you? So far, this is going pretty good. So just to show you guys how much articulation is going through. It has a joint here, here. So it's a double joint, which you could kind of go through a range of motion. All right, so far so good. Loving the kit so far. All right, next, let's do the arms. Arms and arms. So it's gonna be a left arm, right arm, and the amount of hands you will see, they have a lot. See how big these hands are. Yep, Spectre. Yeah, that's a lot of range. We never saw that in a Mega Man game. So just show you how big these hands are. This is a regular HG Ground Gundam. And compared to that, look how big the hands are. See right here? That is huge. These are like Mickey Mouse hands. Yep. Mickey Mouse. Hopefully, Mega Man, the Capcom license doesn't get acquired by Disney. Alright, let's do one arm. So what's everybody's like favorite Mega Man X series? Mine, as I told before, is 4, 5, and 6, but if I were to choose 4, I think that was kind of the first time where I had the most fun. Especially when I'm playing Zero, which never happened. So far, I'm looking at all of these right now, and they have a good amount of joints. Oh, the memes. Alright, so I believe this is the actual elbow. Elbow? It has around like a 90 degrees angle. Maybe more than that, but we'll see how that all puts together. What am I fighting for? Hey, not gonna lie, I thought that was pretty bad. I'm pretty sad that Iris kind of died. The X series itself, they're a pretty good game. I mean, all Mega Man games are great, but you know, following kind of the consecutive orders. Oh. Alright, so I've left this part because I want to show you guys one of the biggest highlight of this kit when you guys are snipping it out. So I just got this off the runner, and what you will see is that these gates are kind of different. So if you guys are used to building any like Gundam models, Gunpla for short, or any of like the very old kits, if you notice that all these nub marks, you will see that they're kind of right on the plastic part. And usually what you would do is you would cut it out and then later on sand it to kind of fit the part itself. But this one, in order to don't have that hassle, Kotobukiya, the company, have made this system called the undergate. Now, for those of you who don't know what a gate is something that on the tree of the root, when the plastics go through, it's literally the opening that kind of goes through the actual mold, and that's where all the plastics, the resin residues will go and spread out, and then they will just form in shape. In this case, they're using that same technology, but in order to prevent from having like very ugly nub marks that you have to do extra work on sanding, they actually put it under the part, which hence the name undergate came through. So as you can see right here, they're not exactly on the part itself, but they're over or under the actual part. And some of you guys may have seen this before, but it's good to know for anybody who's just starting the hobby. There are like many different type of like undergates, and these you could find in like those like extra finish, like shiny titanium, like very like coated or plated kits that you'll see like in this day and age, which is very nice. But a lot of people wonder, how do you cut this off? So I'll just show you real quick. So to cut it off, if you remember from my like last live stream or what people will tell you, you usually cut the part twice. One from the runner and then one just from the gate. But in this case, you will do three, which is going to be just an extra step. You do one from the runner or the tree, and two from that's the same way you would do like any gate cutting, just perpendicular. So you are perpendicular to the part, and then you snap it off. Then later on, you have this gate that the undergate you have to remove. And then that's the third step. Again, you would be perpendicular to the part, or sorry, not perpendicular, parallel to the part. Focus, and then just clip it off. And as you can see, you do a flawless job of just cleaning the part out. You don't see any gate marks right there. Yeah, Spectre, yeah. Undergates are a really good way of just giving a nice smooth finish. So, again, let's go 1. Then parallel to the part. Very easy. Do the same one here. And then right there. And there you have it. You can see it looks fantastic. There's no hassle of sanding or anything. It's pretty cool. And in this kit, there's a lot of undergates. Like, I mean, almost every blue part that you see here is all undergates, which is nice. That's a very welcome addition where you don't need to worry about sanding it, and it just looks good. Especially for those who don't want to do any painting projects in here. Let's go. Hey Dakota, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Just to show you where I am so far. Here it is. Then the head, the body, and then the speedos. So that's going to be the shoulder to the elbow. Then I guess we could start putting in the hand as well. So that's going to look at it out of the way. And this whole section right here, it's going to be the hand. The Mickey Mouse hands. So... we also have the small shoulder parts. Looks like they want me to put it on this side. Make sure you align with the part, then you fit them in. Nice. Already this is looking good. Ooh, the articulation is more than 9 degrees, which is not bad at all. Cool, cool. So if you just, let's just try putting one set right now. All right. You can imagine the giant Mickey Mouse hands that you see. Articulation wise, it'll look like this. Not bad at all. Shoulder movements, it's all the way at the top, so you can make a whole big 360. And you could just raise his elbow up to this much. Yep, Spectre, I agree. It's a lot of range of motion, and I guess the whole reason is because this is what's called polycapless, which they don't actually, I lied. They have a bunch of polycaps, but not on the joints. So basically what that means that these are actual plastic parts that they will fit in, which means they're a lot more durable when it comes to just the overall posability and when you're just moving the plastic model itself. So yeah, I think based on that, they will hold exceptionally well. Because the thing with polycap is that they tend to expand a lot while you put things together, and over time they will expand. So in order to fix that, you would either have to super glue the joints, which is kind of a hassle. I mean, it works, but you have to super glue the joints, and then you have to sand it a bit so that they don't get too stiff. But yeah, this is nice. Most modern kits nowadays, they don't use too much polycaps. I like that approach. It's very easy to paint too. Yep, exactly. That Darling in the Fran, the Surretia. That kit is pretty modern, and Good Smile's pretty good with incorporating that technology. Putting together the rest of the parts here. Alright, make sure I just give that joint a whirl. Then this will be this side. Those in. There we go. The arms are complete, except for the hands. How many pieces total? Are you talking about the actual plastic parts? Let's see. So we got around, if we imagine around like 10 parts per runner, except for maybe some few. So we got 1, 2 of B. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the face part. If I were to guesstimate this, I'm guessing at around 60 parts, including the polycaps. But if you're talking like if you're talking like a whole assemble part wise, it would be head, body, speedo, 1 arm, 2 arm, 1 leg, and another leg. So that's already like 7 parts. Oh, and if we count the X-Buster, that'll be 8. 8 total, let's just say. Alright. Let's give this guy a hand. So we got these polycaps. Normally I just like twist them and just pull them out because they're pretty easy to take apart. Let's do 1 open hand. find which one's which. This kid has a lot of hands. Let's do one closed hand. Oh, this is very easy. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that hand. That hand is as big as his face. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. It's like, I can do it. Then the wrist, let's see what the movement is. It has a little movement because it's in a ball joint, but not as much. But still, that fist. Mega Man doesn't need his buster. He can just punch people. Alright, now I'm curious. Let's see what the other hands look like. So this is his gripping hand. Come on. This is a gripping hand. I like that gripping hand. Let's just put all of them in a polycap. Oh. One of my lights out because I'm using a power. But you guys can see better. There we go. Alright, so here's the other part. What's cool about these hands is there's a lot. There's a lot you could choose from. Here's one that you just saying hello. And they all use the same polycap. So there he is. It's like, hi, hello. I wish X had a pointing finger. Very cool. Oh man, I can't wait to pose these. The posability is going to be great. Godzilla hand, yep, they're pretty big. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we just need 4 of these polycaps. Ooh yeah, Eugene, I will have a lot of fun posing this guy. Alright, let's put these hand parts in here. Alright, we're at our final stretch, guys. We have the legs. Just get the play arts Mickey Mouse and change the hands. They do look similar. I mean, the obvious case of the seam lines that you see here. Yeah, you see the seam lines right here. Those are very easy to fix, but with this detail, that's gonna be very hard. I don't know how else that you could do it. Yeah, this is taller than the D art. Ooh, interesting. So I've never owned a D art figurine, but I heard they were really good. Like that's like the Mega Man figure that you need to get. That's from what I've heard. Someday, I really love Zero than X, but so someday if they make a model kit out of Zero, I get in a heartbeat. But yeah, I would love to. So yeah, one of the D art figure that I really was interested in getting was the Black Zero. Obviously, the Dark Zero. It's one of my favorite cheat code of all time. I think they also have the Nendroid, right? What am I missing a part here? Oh. Alright, time out. I think I'm missing a part. K. Saw they have a prototype of Kotobukiya X0 from X3. I'm pretty hyped about that. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Hey, Steffi. Thanks for the love. Looks like I'm missing a piece right now. I don't know where that went. So I got these two. I got these two. Oh, it's this part. So here's the bit I was confused about. This part right here, it looks like a flat part, but in actuality, it's this round part right here. So my light just died. It's okay. Whew. I thought I lost a part. Oh my god, Zero is $90. Black Zero is $130. Maybe you could show me how to do the feet, because that's been a problem. Really? Is feet like kind of a big problem? Alright, so Eugene, if you're watching this, I've done the frame. And looking at the frame, this is the only frame movement that you will get right here. Then what's the next step? Next one, we had these two parts together. So this is going to be the leg joint. The leg joints are pretty tight. If this is the one that you're talking about, We'll see. All right, then we got the polycap C. All right. So far we got these down there. So these two are done. Next is going to be these two with these two polycaps. Just strip them out. So if you talk about these joints, yeah, you have to look at the manual like correctly because of how they're assembled. They're really interlocking, and yeah, these are pretty tight. I think that I think that's the main problem that you had with this kit. And granted, these kits they're pretty new, so I guess they want to focus more on just the overall strength. So I could kind of understand what it is, but yeah, very tight. I agree. I'm gonna have to loosen them up when I put these together. It's a shame because I understand that model kits nowadays, they want to be more complex yet simplistic. This is pretty simplistic, but what about if you want to look at like the actual exoskeleton though? I want to see that. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. How do they fit in there? So right now I'm doing this part. And basically they just want you to put this polycap inside of this joint that I just created. That's a challenge because it looks like this whole part right here, it seems like it's kind of deforming because I'm just forcing it in. So I'm kind of worried about this right now. Well, if they want me to put it in, then that's how it's going to be. Yeah, that does not look right. That does not look right at all. Why is that not going in correctly? Maybe it's too big? Yeah, even this one right here. I've got the C polycap. Oh, I'm already getting worried about this. Well, let's see how things go. But I think I know the answer to that question. Was it very challenging? Oh man. Did these guys give no hope to the builders out there? Could it be that this one was actually... So just as a test, I just put the joints together. I think that's how it's supposed to be. Because it fits pretty tight. We'll see how it goes together. If there is an issue, don't worry. There are many solutions that you can go. Right now, I won't just worry about it now. Here's the bottom of the feet. This is probably the only part that has the molding, so when you put panel lines, I think that's the only thing that you would have to do. And then we add this part. Yeah, guys, so far the leg is the challenging part. And then we add this joint. The joint structures, the joint structure is pretty nice. They actually thought out a lot of stuff. Alright, so there's the feet. The feet. They're the most angular feet that I've ever seen. Then got this joint part here. All right. So this bends like 90 degrees-ish. All right, let's put it all together. Yeah, on also these big parts, they have undergates. So this is really nice. It's nice to have. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, there we go. Wow. They don't snap as better. There we go. And then all right. That's 1 feet. There we go. Very smooth. Maybe you just have to push it a little bit harder. Not too hard because it'll blend the plastic, but yeah, these molds. So far. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is it not going? Why is it not bending? That's a problem. All right, so I think I put it in backwards, which is good, thankfully. You got the right tools for that. Ta-da! This is what's called the part separator by Wave. So normally if you have like a part that you've already put together, but you realize that you made a mistake, like this is not supposed to be in this direction. But if you try to force it open, you could damage the joints. So that's where this comes in handy. And you could either use this or your knife. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to slowly dip it in there. Just open it little by little. Don't pry open the first time. Just make an opening. Do that for one side. And then for the other side as well. You just slowly open them up. Just like that. Then once you have a good opening, you could pop it out very easily. Same go with like the inner side. Just slightly. Find an opening. Just... Ooh. One thing to be careful when you're doing this is that you don't want to jam it too hard so that you would damage the plastic. Kinda already did that, but we'll have to live with it. Ooh, it's not good. There you go. Yeah, and there are many different type of part openers that you could use. What Landsky or Spectre is mentioning is that it's a credit card type where it's a plastic type. But if you think about it, plastic on a plastic, I'm not sure if that's a really good choice. Me personally, anyways, because I've used like different type, and this one worked the best for me. But hey, if it works for you, just use whatever it works, right? But yeah, I would recommend this type, or even the edge of the knife is fine. That a way to loosen the joints. Yep. Just take it apart. Alright, so let's just check the manual again to make sure I put it in the right direction. Yep. Seems like this time will be fine. Hold on, let me check one thing. Step back. Nope. I screwed it up again. Alright. Let's try using the knife this time. Carefully. There we go. Well, look, good thing we worked on that for one of the leg part. All right. This way. There we go. That makes a lot of sense. That way. Yep. Yep. All right. So, yep, this is how it's supposed to be. Yep, there we go. That's how you do it. Then just end. that's what the overall leg part is. Alright, let's try putting one of the legs. There we go. Thanks, Lions. Thanks for staying by. Stopping by. Nice. I'm kind of worried about the leg articulation. Seems a little not straight. I don't know why. Yeah, do you guys see that? Or maybe it's supposed to be like that. Well, at least it stands well. It's standing on one leg right now. Alright, let's finish up the other leg. Hopefully this time I could do this properly. Don't know what's up. I agree. If I do have a Tamashi stand, I would definitely use it. So far, so good. Okay, we got this one down. Then put the poly cap in here. And to the bottom of the legs. Oh, thanks, man. I'm actually having fun despite everything I'm saying about this legs right now. But thanks, man. Hope you're enjoying this too. Right, so that. Then put the poly cap in. It's up to yeah, this doesn't fit all the way in. This is a pretty tight kit. So to rotate. Oh, there we go. So yeah, if it doesn't, if you can't force it in, just twist it in there so that it actually fit in place. You can worry about the joints, just like moving around later on. Okay, so put this there. Then. Alright, we got the Bigfoot. Let me just quickly clip these off. Speed. polycaps out. 2 and 3. Alright, so I would need... No, this is actually right. This, yes. This is the one I need. Yeah, careful not to do the same mistake I made. I've accidentally put the C polycap joints in the hands. And the leg part, they require a lot of those C joints. So, yeah. Dude, the effect part looks awesome. I should have done that first. Stay carefully. Hope I got this through. Oh, here's another good tool that you could use. If you have a pen. So this particular X-Acto knife has this little small pin. Needle. Yep, that's in the end, that's all that matters, right? If you had fun building it, that's what it matters the most. It's not as stressful as the other ones that I built. Alright, this should be enough. There we go. And just pop these out of here. That one already has this, so it's this one that needs to be fitted in. All right. The question is, are you sweating over then because I was? No, so here in Michigan, it's actually quite humid today, like a lot of rain, and I have a lot of like electronics around me. So yeah, I am sweating because it's pretty hot, but yeah, you know, this was kind of nerve-wracking when things didn't go through. No, I won't lie, I kind of sweated a little bit, just a little bit, just. But no worries, I got it all straightened down. Still curious though. If I'm doing everything right in order. Oh, I wasn't. Alright, so maybe this is something that should worth mentioning. So the leg I just did right there, I accidentally put it on this side when it should be right here. My god. I think that kind of explains why it doesn't look like it's straight. No! Am I doing it backwards again? Okay, so I got this. So like that, right? Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Alright, hopefully I got this right. No! What? How is this different? It's that feeling where you thought you have to do it all over again, but this is puzzling. Yeah. No, I don't think I made a mistake. But it looks awkward, don't you think? That's because it is awkward. Oh my god. Had it on backwards? Oh boy. Why am I making the same mistake? Yeah, Eugene, I am sweating over this now. This is... This should never happen. Which means I gotta do it for both legs, so... For now... I'll have X with both of these thighs. Hope it's not too graphic. Then... Let's open this up again. Hey, Daddy Gabriel, thanks for stopping by. All right. Yep, they're upside down. So hard to make that. What are the chances of me making the same mistake all over and over? Why the legs gotta be the problem, man? I don't know, dude. I guess I don't know X's anatomy that well. Nah, dude. It's because I want to make the joints loose. You know how it goes. Ooh, come on. There we go. All right, so gotcha. It's right there. All right, this time. This time, I feel it. Feel it, bro. This is it. This has gotta be it. Ooh. Wow, these joints are pretty tight. There we go. There we go. That looks natural. Hey, Tony. Thanks for stopping by. How's it going? We just fixed Mega Man's legs. Alright. Time to do the next one. Yeah, thanks, Eugene. Alright. Just a few more. Twisting it. Cool. That's a very fast recovery. No. Took about 2 or 3 tries. I think we got it. Yeah, there we go. Now it looks natural. We gotta do something about these seam lines. Look at that. Look at that. That looks awesome. Yep, over an hour and a half. But we're not done. We got 2 more things to take care of. Don't worry, this will be very quick. Thanks, Eugene. This does look fantastic. Now, what does X need? That's right, it needs its X Buster. How is he going to save Reploid without his X Buster? So we need to just insert this here. Right? Oh no. Perfect. There we go. X-Buster. For some reason, this isn't really shutting down. Let's see why that's the case. Okay. There we go. Thanks, Eugene. Yeah, these are like YouTube free music. And anybody can use that. Ooh. Alright, so when taking the X-Buster apart, you have to fold it or else it won't not come out. There we go, the X-Buster. Does the X-Buster looks a bit short to you guys? Does it look short? I gotta probably smoothen the joints on this one, but no, it doesn't look short at all. Huh. Actually, it looks right. Do this. There we go. That's a good pose. Or if you're a long-time Mega Man X fan, you'll probably see him do this. Kind of like a Hadouken. But yeah, wow, the pulsability is really good. I really like that. Alright, last but not least, the effects part. These should be relatively easy. You see already for this one. So these, they have these, oh, it's very hard to see here, but they have these like small joints that will fit together. So in this one in particular, they have this little like bevel that you use to insert, which is, fits. Yep, that's how you fit it. And then the same goes for this tail piece. Yep. Yeah, look at that. It's like when the X-Buster goes pow. Then the one additional piece that you could put in there is this part. So these are very sharp, so be careful. But look at that. Look at that. Just goes. Ooh. Somehow these are falling apart. So it kind of goes like this. Awesome. Chest just opened up. Whoa. Yeah, don't go overboard of like what I'm doing. If you guys can, and I hope you guys don't have to do this, make sure you super glue each of these joints, or just handle with care. I got a little too excited and I've been just trying all these dynamic poses. Alright. But yeah, oh my god. These effects parts, they look awesome. Then we got these small stands here. Oops. Wow. These, yeah, these are, they fall apart quite easily. So one of them fits like this, the other one fits like that. So that's how you hold this. Then the rest is gonna be these. Oh, that's awesome. Alright. Let's change the camera angle a bit, so you guys can see the greatness. Gonna move the camera a bit here. Is there a better... Yeah, nice. Whoa! That's right, these things happen. All right, there we go. He's a bit fragile. You have to be careful. All right, I think I got it. Look at that. Light this way. Awesome. No, let's do it this way. This is right knee not wanting to stay bent. No, I kind of made it not bent so that the proportion looks pretty good. I was trying to copy. I was trying to copy this pose, but his buster was on the other side, so I kind of improvised a bit. The rest is gonna be his camera angle, but this looks amazing. Look at that. Yeah, so the build itself, the build is pretty good. I mean, I think it's one of the easiest kit out there. My only gripe, or one thing that you should be very careful, is the amount of looseness to this part. The leg seems to be okay, but the thigh, as you can see, it's already opening up quite a bit. I would try to, since the joints are very tight in the elbow, I mean, sorry, not the elbow, the ankle. Yeah, I would just hold on to this while you're bending, because look what happens if I start just bending it. Oh, you can see that it's opening up a little bit, right? And then it eventually will fall off. So, like how Eugene mentioned, yeah, I think this is one of the issue that this kit has. But, I mean, if you just pass by all that, it's a great looking kit. If you're a Mega Man X fan, I would highly recommend it. I am enjoying this very much. Yeah, this is a very good kit. I would recommend it. But be cautious. A lot of seam lines over here, so if you want to kind of perfect this, take care of these seams, or else they'll just like fall apart. But yeah, not bad for a Kotobukiya's kit. It's a good model. Yeah, it does have some flaws. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Otherwise, I mean, other than the legs, I guess everything else is good. So yeah, this is good. Also, with all these effects, and I'll make a video out of this, just reviewing this kit. But there's a lot of ways you could use this kit, like all the clear effect parts. But for now, yeah, I love it. This is pretty good. Feet keep throwing me out, but maybe I need to do some poses. Yeah, try to do some poses. Just do it very slowly. I know, like, if you treat it like D-Arts, then one thing, it's not a D-Art. It's not a plastic figurine, so it is a model, so it will fall apart. I guess that's one thing you should keep that in mind. But yeah, I think I'm gonna cut my stream here. start working on the review of this guy. But guys, this is a very good kit. Totally recommend it. But thank you guys for just stopping by the stream and watching me build. I had fun. Hope you guys have fun too. If you guys don't mind, if you haven't already, go like, subscribe to my channel, and so you won't be missing any of my videos that I've uploaded. I'm trying to work on a good schedule here since I'm coming back to YouTube just with this whole plastic model building. So I'm trying to get this out very soon, like the review. But yeah, thanks everybody who joined in, and until next time, see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.